It's another busy morning at the fishing harbor in Tema, just outside Ghana's capital, Accra. Fishermen like Yassil Arafat Ali say this year is the worst in a long string of bad years.
What we have seen this year is quite different from all over the years. Though we start seeing our problems for about 15, 20 years back, but this particular year was a very mess.
The small fish that are a cornerstone of the Ghanaian diet are getting harder and harder to find.
If care is not taken, the artisanal fishery will certainly collapse. In actual fact, it is on the verge of imminent collapse.
Nana Jojo Solomon heads the Ghana National Canoe Fishermen Council, the association representing the artisanal fishermen. He says they know their catches and their livelihoods are at risk, so new government regulations are mostly welcome.
I think government is now focusing, on the industry as against the total neglect in the past years.
It comes back to so many canoes chasing after very few stock of fish that we have. And that is the challenge that we want to, as much as possible, try to control now.
Richard Yeboah heads enforcement for Ghana's Fisheries Commission. He says the government closes the ports for a month each year to help the fish populations recover. And it recently put a cap on the number of fishing canoes.
Too much of everything is bad. So the idea of the government is good, to minimize the canoes.
Fishermen like Ashtai Ismail approve, but they say the bigger problem is illegal fishing by Chinese trawlers.
Even if we are reduce it in a certain number, and still the trawlers are doing what they are doing, it's meaningless.
To a large extent, the trawlers have their portion of the blame. Yes, definitely they are contributing to the illegal fishing activities.
Yeboah says that's why a new electronic monitoring system will soon keep watch on the trawlers.
All the vessels that will be given license to fish, they are all going to have the videos on them. You agree with me that videos are such that you can't hide from it. If you are conducting illegality and you are caught.
But he says the small-scale fishermen are part of the problem too.
Some of them we hear they are also using dynamite, and then some of them, recently we hear that some of them are even using detergents also to fish. So when you look at the fleet that we have, from the artisanal through to the industrial, they all have a part to play as far as illegalities are concerned.
There are glimmers of hope that the government's measures are helping fish populations recover, but it will take years to know if more is needed. That means more tough years ahead for Ghana's fishermen. Steve Baragona, VOA News, Tema, Ghana.